All right, I hope we are live again. I heard. Let us see how good the sound is. Yeah, we have to, we had to delete the previous video because I'm sure YouTube will give us problems. They, especially in my channel, so we have to take it down before they take it down. Uh, yeah, this is a very good news. And now, after we saw the pictures, I showed you the pictures in the previous video. By the way, the video is still there in uh, Rumble. All right. So if you go to Rumble, the video is still there. Yeah. Uh, Let us see here. Yeah. There is more pictures actually, but I don't want to show. I mean, it's really the pictures are really bad. There's more pictures of him, and I know many of you maybe I don't know what time it is for you. You might have a bad dreams, or not all people they can handle to see those pictures. Oh, sure, sure, they can hire. I mean, this is not a big deal, But the important is the one who commit this crime is dead. That is justice. Otherwise, they will, they have tons of rats. That's not a big deal. But this is a great example of how, or and what, because the Israeli all this time they are fighting Hamas, and took them a while before they can get to this guy because this filthy, he always hide between the hostages. So I'm not sure how in the world he let the hostages not to be around him, you know. So because the what I heard that the Israeli army they were able many time if they want to kill him, but because they have a confirmation that the hostages is just in the same room with him almost. So in order to bomb him, they have to bomb the hostages too. So he was using the Israeli civilians as a shelter. All right. All right. Somebody is making fun of Jesus. He is saying, uh, the one true God, all who follow Jesus have the Holy Spirit, and Muslims. Okay, maybe he is not. All right. Maybe he don't mean. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that this news is confirmed already. And again, other city of in the border, which is very important. It's very high location, as we showed you, is captured by Israel now. It took them some time actually to take it because it was, Hezbollah made tons of tunnels underneath of it. And the Israeli army are capable of taking it in 2 hours. But that mean a lot of casualty. And Israeli are very well known that one life for them is worth to wait for a month before they do something. So the reason it taken them a while before they can take over it, because simply they are trying to, uh, you know, to lower the most like possible casualty they can. Otherwise, taking the city, it's not a big town. It's not really hard as like if you send 5,000 soldiers, well, sure they can take it in a few hours, but how many will die? Because those Hezbollah they have a lot of tunnels. They are preparing for this for a long time. This is a very important location, so they have a lot of preparation. and the Israeli, they took it in the lowest casualty is possible. This is how the Israeli they function. They don't rush into, okay, taking time, no problem. Let it take time, better than losing a life of a young soldier. Those soldiers, they have family, they have children waiting for them. So the Israeli are not the same as the Muslims when they fight. They don't throw their kids into hell, into death. They act smart, move smart, slow, but precision, succeed, and accomplishment. Who care about how long it's going to take? Yeah, and the funny, his name is Sinwar. Sin and war. Because if you take the last part is war is war. Sin war. Unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. So two good news in the same time. I'm so glad to see it. Too bad we have to delete the previous video because we know that YouTube will come after us. Yeah, they will use any excuse, to take my channel down as usual. I'm still looking actually at the picture. I like it. Man, this guy looks so good. So beautiful. Look at him. God, God knows how many of potatoes with him they are dead. And look what he is wearing. Hold on. What he is wearing. Let me look at the picture again. He is wearing a bulletproof vest. See, the coward? He's wearing a bulletproof vest. Yeah, looked like the Israeli, they were attacking the area, so he put the vest on him, thinking that he can be protected. And what is that there? Look like kind of, those steel, you put them for chicken. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is coming from. Over his head, next to his side too. Yeah. And you can tell he have an expensive watch in his hand. For sure, time is very important, especially now. Yeah. And look like he was sitting on a couch. There is a couch next to him, and the color is kind of pinky or orange. Yeah, there's a couch in the other picture. There's a picture, the couch in the top of him, or a bed. I think it's a couch. And look like they have to move this furniture from, now I know what this, the one I told you to steal for, like for chicken. This was inside the couch. You know what I mean? Like when they put it in the rasur, they have like a layer of, very silk, like soft silk. So that is in the top of him. This is the couch. Yeah. And looked like the couch still went inside his head. In the other picture here, I see. Yeah. Man, his head is totally gone. Wow. There is a big hole in his head. Massive hole. I am not showing you the pictures. We delete the previous picture video, so we don't show you the pictures. No, I just showed them in the previous video because YouTube will take our channel down. YouTube will not allow those pictures. Seriously, I just showed them, as a minute ago in the previous video, and I took the video down. Soon it was going to be all over the internet. All right. Don't. Yeah. So I deleted the video, the previous video. Otherwise, I showed it already. And the ladies here, they gave us a drama. One of them, she said he looked like my husband after the wedding. So I decided not to show the pictures no more. He looked a little different. What do you mean a little different? No, this is him. No, this is him. I can confirm that. And not only that, actually, they have his DNA. So already it's confirmed. The DNA came positive. Positive. All right. And even an official, he confirmed it. You see? An official. Yeah, an official confirmed the news. So it's not maybe no more. It is, happening. It happened. See the news coming one after one? Yeah. And as always, the IDF, they don't mention the news unless it is, uh, yeah. And as you see here, it says IDF release photo of security chief meeting after the news about Sinwar is dead. So those guys are looking at maybe some maps. Sinwar is dead. Okay, let's have some coffee. All right, this is the news now. All right, that's good. Very good. See, this is official. This is official. This is not a news no more. See? So the picture confirmed it. Even the DNA came positive. So the potato is dead. Congratulations. One after one. Who's next? Who's next? Yeah, the most important is that they are defeating them, not only this guy, because in order to reach to the head of the snakes, that means the Israeli army, they really, uh, a big accomplishment. That means Hamas is really is in the stage of collapsing. Now, for sure, they can come back like weeds, but obviously IDF, they accomplish big accomplishment. All right. Yeah, to reach the head, that's mean nobody can protect him no more. I mean, this is the most protected person for them, and he is dead. So where is the rest? Right? Actually, Yasser Arafat, I believe the Israeli killed him by poison. They put some poison for him in his falafel. Suddenly, pimples start coming in his face and his lips and his eyes. And they took him, I think, to Germany at that time, and nobody was able to find out what's the problem with him. His face looked like mine when I was young. So suddenly he have a lot of scary stuff in his face. The doctors, they look at him, they says, I think you have something called camel symptoms, so they give up on him, and the guy, they told him, ask Allah for help, and Allah help him, yeah. Shopping Iran supply will end Hamas. Yeah, next we will see what Israel will do with Iran. That will be interesting to see. What if you are good looking? You know me more than me. I mean, this is what if. What those people are talking about. What if? The lady, she was helping my mom to deliver me. She fainted as soon as she saw me. What are you talking about? You have no idea what are we talking about. Don't tell me what if. Crazy people, crazy. They have no idea. Don't watch, horror movies. There is a kid. He was driving his mom crazy. I did a favor to her. I gave her a picture of mine. I said to her, each time he show it to him once. Tell him, if you do misbehave again, I will show you this picture again. Since then, he never misbehaved. He's like perfect kid. No Rumble, that's it. Because we have the video on Rumble already. The video of Sinwar with his face is in Rumble, Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. My friend, what beholder, what eye, what's wrong with you? I'm telling you, it's scary. Just leave it alone. Why you remind me? Let me feel better about myself. They keep talking about me. Leave me alone. All right? Yeah. 32 teeth? Seriously? Only 32? What about 36? Somebody told you I'm a dragon or something? All right. Uh, anyway, the most important thing for a person, you see many people, they are very good looking, when you are walking the street but I notice, sadly, that people who have a good looking, they have a bad quality. I know that some culture, they say to you, good looking face mean good quality. I believe it might be the opposite, because when people, they are good looking, they became so proud of what, but I don't know. I mean, it's not even your accomplishment if you are good looking or not. And maybe your mom, she is good looking, your dad good looking, they married, they have a good looking son. uh, but this is not an accomplishment. Most of people who they are, let us say, have such a description of good looking, they are shallow, mostly silly. uh, you might find for sure exception. But as we see, like good women, good looking women, they end in prostitution, sadly. Very good looking, because they are good looking, actually, they were going in the wrong direction. So their good looking did not help them to be good people. Their good looking made them go really, really bad. Anyway, it's not our topic for today, but speaking of good looking, as we see here, by the way, they are showing pictures. Don't show the pictures. We deleted the previous video. Uh-oh. This is the Israeli army in the top of Sinwar. And good, they hide. Okay, good. YouTube will, come on, don't show us Sinwar face. Yeah. So they went inside the building and they found him there. Hmm. Even gallant tweet, we will reach every tourist. And did I say tourist? I love my English. Listen carefully. Gallant, he said, we will reach every tourist. Are you a tourist? By the way, I used to teach English in Harvard University. Yeah, yeah. You know the guy, his name Shakespeare? Shakespeare? This is an Arab. He's my cousin. Yeah, Shakespeare, like me and him, we used to write books in English. And then we are the founder of ABC, DFG, etc. And the Eve book. Go and read. Anyway, true story. We are going to kill every tourist. Terrorist. Sorry. Not tourist, all right? I must visit Israel. I will be arrested in the border, my friend. I look like a terrorist. And the top of that, I'm an Arab. I won't visit Israel. Uh-uh. I imagine myself, if I go to Israel, what will happen? Ah, Habibi, what are you coming here, Habibi? Come with us, Habibi. Yeah, hold on, listen, I'm a Christian prince. I have a channel in YouTube. I always, yeah, we talk about later, Habibi. You have to meet the Shin Bet. Huh? Shin who? Hold on, listen. Seriously, there's no need to Shimbit and shish kebab. Listen, I am a Christian prince. No Habibi. We don't trust anybody. We have to meet the Shimbit and they have to talk to you for a few hours and they are going to put you in electricity. What electricity? Listen, I like it off. I don't like electricity. Sure, I'm scared of the IDF. IDF and women. What's wrong with you? You forgot. There's two you don't play with. Actually, women are more dangerous. Forget about the IDF. I cannot compare. Yeah. Uh, what passed away? Well, it's not passed away. He was killed. Uh, when it comes to the real fighting in the ground, Muslim will win. Hijab, he said that. And this cover, he is talking about who will win, sitting there, having making money from donation. Why you don't go and fight? Who's holding him? He will go. He can fly to Lebanon. It's easy. Airport still open. Join. Let us see how good you are. But they, those coward, you know, yeah, they always win. We saw them all the time. The Israeli, they never lost a war in the ground, not on the air. In the ground. Yeah. Well, it's a happy day. Sing a song in Arabic. What I will sing for you? First of all, I do not know songs, really. And my voice is not good. That's another problem. Shalom, shalom, my brother. Uh, let us see. IDF troop were not targeting Sinwar and we don't know if they were targeting or they are targeting Hamas anyway. So how he's a Hamas? So maybe they don't know that he is there. Maybe we don't know. You see, not everything you see in the news is what's happening, because sometimes the news provide you what they want, what let us say the intelligence want people to know. One of the tools of war is the media. However, as long as he's confirmed dead, how he died, the picture shows that he died in a very violent way. Obviously, they bombed the place, and his head came out. No, actually, Zakir Naik, he don't agree that he is dead. Christian Prince, first of all, you are dreaming. Our brother within one still alive. Zakir Naik, we saw his picture. His head is coming out. The nose, man, is gone. Did you see his knee? Christian Prince, first of all, you are a big fat liar. Our brother Yahya Sinwar don't have a knee. What do you mean you don't have a knee? So how he can walk? Christian Prince, we Muslim, we walk without knee. We pray on them only. Okay. So they are gone when you are praying. Exactly. And so who is this guy in the picture? If you can make my voice, the Israeli, they can make someone look like Yahya Sinwar. They can make someone look like, okay. They got the DNA, they took a part of his anus and they put it in the laboratory. First of all the laboratory in Israel is corrupted because they are Jewish. And they corrupted the Torah and they corrupted the gospel. The Torah or gospel, hold on, we're talking about DNA. What does have to do with this? The one who corrupt the Torah, he will corrupt anything. Oh, okay. You have a point there, brother. First of all, don't call me brother, we are enemy. Remember when the guy there, he was speaking to me and he told me what Zakir Naik is doing there? The guy, he thought really Zakir Naik is here. Can you believe it? Those people are really weird. You remember? He thought really that I have Zakir Naik here. I mean, can't you, are you crazy people? They believe it. You will see always in the comment of Abdul saying, even though this is the sound or the voice of a brother Zakir Naik, but there is no way he will say what he said. This is AI. Oh. All right. Well, great news, and we are happy to hear it. Let us see if they will give us more update. I mean, all this religion is just stupid and evil. There is nothing good in it. Nothing good in it, We pray that Israel will have victory over them all. And the most important for me that the Israeli, they teach them how to behave for a long, long, long time. To show them what is the price if you ever think again. This is why, when they hit Iran, I hope they will not disappoint me. I hope they will not even hit Iran now. I hope that next month, Trump will win the election and Israel will wait until Trump is in the office. You don't need to rush. No need to rush. Wait a few months more. You know, wait until Trump in the office, and then you go for it. This is why it's so important for us, if you are an American, to go and vote next month, or maybe even some state, I think already they are voting. So uh, you need to vote, you know. Voting for Trump now is extremely important. It's about war with the terrorist, war with Erdogan. When you vote for Trump now, you are going to support Greece, Cyprus, Christian Lebanon, Israel. You know, everybody who is against the terrorist, the Islamic terrorism, you support them. Not only it's not only about economy and gas price. It's bigger than that. So you need to go and vote. Don't say he will win. No, he will not. If you don't go, you see, I just saw the news. Uh, at least, at least, you know, between I think 30 to 40 million Christians, they never voted all their life. Never voted in America. And they are Christians, you know, those are counted. So this is how bad it is. We don't vote. So we gave them the opportunity to take over our government, our school board, our universities, and now you have a trashy generation in the street taking drugs, lost, Antifa, and all the garbage. Yeah, he opened a mosque in Albania. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, Erdogan is hoping he can take over Albania and take over Kosovo and take over Armenia and take over, you know, all those countries who used to belong before under the occupation of the Ottoman, right? So we need to do something. Al Jazeera saying he is dead. Yeah, I hope the Israeli they will arrest soon the ruler of Qatar. This comeback is the biggest snake ever. I hope so. Who wanna buy me a drink? I feel like drinking a beer. You know, because I don't drink, if I drink any alcohol, I feel sleepy so fast. So, you know, when I fly, I said to myself, like, you know what, as long alcohol work on you so good, because I don't sleep easy. I have a problem to sleep. I can't sleep, even if I go to bed. The only way to sleep is to be totally exhausted. Totally exhausted. My brain never stop. I wish I can switch this thing, you know, like I wish some people they go to sleep, they snore 2 minutes after. They can sleep even in the chair in the outside. I mean, it doesn't matter how, for me it is mission impossible. I have to be totally exhausted. So I don't drink really, but when I go in the airplane, I last time actually I went in an airplane, I said to myself, wait, you know what? Yeah, you know, if I drink something, I will sleep. And it worked. I did sleep. Yeah. Your brain doesn't stop thinking too, like me. Well, I am okay. Hold on. You have. Are you married? Are you married? Okay, I know your. I know your problem. I think your problem is different from mine. You have a mother-in-law, and you keep thinking how you can get rid of her, right? Okay. Well, listen. This is destiny. I don't believe in destiny, but I think this is your destiny. You are married, so don't even think about it. All right. If your wife she find out about what you are dreaming about, you are dead. You know. I hope you don't live in a high floor or something. You know. I am the same way about the sleeping. Here we go. Everybody get jealous now. Everybody don't sleep. I thought I'm the only one. It turned to be the whole. Like, who more? Who more? Okay, who wanna join us? Let us make a club. And we call it we the one who cannot sleep. Look, Sinwar is dead. He is sleeping. I mean, he have no head to sleep in. Sinwar. Sinwar. His name is Sinwar. You know, and now Al Jazeera TV, they have Al Jazeera Mubasha, which means Al Jazeera Live or direct. I closed this station, by the way, in USA. I'm the one who reported them. They used to broadcast USA. When they killed Osama bin Laden, I recorded part of their streaming, and I sent it to every agency you can imagine in USA. And after less than maybe 24 hours, Al Jazeera Mubashar in USA was shut down. Yeah. And now, sorry, they will start calling Al Jazeera Mubashar, brother Allah yarhamu. May Allah bless his heart. He was a good man. He was a hero, brother. Hero coward. Yeah, and the funny, by the way, they say to you that the Jews are coward and they run away from the Muslims. But what you see in reality, it is the opposite. The reason they are digging tunnels because they are the one who preparing to run away. Right? I mean, the one who want to fight over the ground face to face. Why you want to dig a tunnel? They dig a tunnel because they are preparing how we can run away. Celebrating the death of Sinwar? I don't think they will celebrate. They will be the opposite. I don't think they will be celebrating. I'm talking about when I say, you mean maybe praising him, not maybe you're saying praising him. Yeah, I see now it says that even official news agencies in Israel, they are announcing that he is dead. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. He is dead as dead. It cannot be dead more than that. Very exciting news. Many good news happened today. Very good, very good. Guys, you will not believe it. You know, I'm looking at the news, those live broadcast. This is Al Hadath TV, and this TV is owned by Saudi Arabia. Owned by Saudi Arabia. But the chat, I see in Arabic many people saying Viva Netanyahu. Viva Netanyahu. Let's see if the chat will work. It takes some time to load because I'm not logging in this browser. Let us see. Come on, load in. It's not coming. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the chat is not loading. Here we go. So look here as an example. Do you see this guy? His name is Fulad. He is saying عاشت دولة إسرائيل العظمى. A praise to the state, the greatest state of Israel, and he have the flag, the Israeli flag. Somebody, his name, your auntie Aisha. I want to do breastfeeding. Who are those people? Making fun of Aisha. Okay. This guy, his name is Whale Sattouf. Whale Sattouf. This is must be Christian. He is saying, praise be to Netanyahu. Viva Netanyahu. Viva Netanyahu. All right. This Minano. You see the Israeli flag, guys? You see it? Is it clear? This guy is saying, Viva Israel. and the lion of Israel, Netanyahu. Yeah, there's many actually they are praising, but I think those are maybe are Christians. Look, yeah, see here, all Viva Netanyahu, Viva Netanyahu. Al-Nimi saying a happy ending for Lebanon and Palestine. He's just making fun. Let us see. Yeah, I don't know what this guy he meant here. This guy, he's from Iraq. He is a Shia. He is saying the hero Sinwar was fighting in every front during the war. Yeah, right. And he did not hide, but he was fighting. Really, he was not hiding. Oh boy. Yeah, the Muslim chat is kind of interesting. Yeah, there's many that are supporting Israel actually in the Arabic chat, as you see. But I believe those either they are Arab Christians, or people who hate those they are harmed by those terrorists too, because some Muslims are harmed by them too. Here it says this guy, his name is Ali al-Fahl. Ali, the male. The Fahl is like the strong male. He is saying the Palestinian people should make parties and dancing and singing, because what is if an animal he die, in Arabic we say fatas. Anyone can tell me what the word بنفوق جريد الأنفاق. So he is saying like the one who died like an animal, like suffocated animal, like a rat inside tunnels. So this is the comment of this man. Sarah, she is saying, may Allah destroy Israel and Netanyahu. Sarah, she is upset. All right. This guy, his name is Samir Diban. He's saying, stupid, you think the resistance will stop and the jihad will stop because a person he died? Here, this guy, his name, the Eagle of Al Salamani, he is saying the station of Al Arabiya is an agent to the Jews. This is a station owned by the Saudi. You see how much the Arab they hate each other, they hate each other. Okay. Yeah. This guy is saying the one who became a martyr is the leader, Mohammed Sinwar. He's a martyr. This guy, Romantica, even Romantica, she is supporting Palestine, but she is coming here for a date. Her name is Romantica. Oh boy. Anyway, the Abdul are not happy, obviously. But there's a lot of people. You see, this is Yahya Sinwar. And actually, here you see his picture down. I'm not going to show. Okay, why YouTube will be upset from me, but they're not upset from this? Here we go. He is here. He is here. You see his picture? He's totally covered, his brain, but they are covering the head area. See, the TV station here, they cover the head area where his brain is coming out. Now it says the Israeli official news confirmed the death of Sinwar. So it is confirmed, people. In graduation, party for everybody. All right. The list is getting bigger and bigger, more and more. Oh boy. All right, all right. Let us see what else we have here. Yeah, more news is coming. Well, we have a very good time, and we are happy to hear this news. And again, there is a town today, the Israeli army, they were able to conquer, which is a very, very strategic town, you know, very, very important. They took it. It is a very high location, like at the top of a mountain almost. We can't say it's a mountain, but it's like, let us say, a very high hill, like maybe, I don't know. You can see all of South Lebanon from it. So the Israeli today, they were able to accomplish such a mission and take over the city, and that will make them able in the future soon to take over the south a lot easier, because now they can see from far distance. Here, let me show you this video here. This is the town, which is what is this now? Commercial. Okay. We have to. I don't know why the commercial is working here. Oh boy. We have to wait for the commercial to be over. Yeah, so the town actually, a very important town, and taking it is really, really a big, big success. Yeah, you see they want to force you to pay to move the ad, you know. I thought this browser stopped any ad, but now look like it's not working. Not good. We need to find a way. Imagine you have to watch all of this before you can watch the video. Oh boy. Yeah. Why we are seeing this? Hold on. This is not what we asked for. Yeah, this is the video. This is the town, which is controlled today by Israel. It's called the Shihab. As you see, it's extremely high, and you can see long, far distance. So it's very, very strategic to hunt those missiles coming to Israel, and to hunt any terrorist trying to get closer to the border of Israel. So this is very important. And as you see here, I don't know if you can see it, this is the Israeli flag in the top of the water container. So congratulations, IDF, you accomplished a great deal. Happy for you. Yeah, you see, the problem is the Israeli is the one who released him. The stupid Netanyahu himself. He was part of the deal to exchange one soldier only, just for one soldier. Can you believe it? So for the sake of one soldier, the stupid Netanyahu, he released thousands of terrorists, including Sinwar. Sinwar, not only that, the Israeli did heart surgery for him. They saved his life. Do you see the stupidity? They did a heart surgery for him. They saved his life. The guy was dying. I hope they will never do that again. You know? Yeah? Surgery? What a stupid behavior. Very, very. Brain surgery? No, I'm talking serious. I'm talking seriously. When he was in jail, they did a surgery for him. A brain tumor? Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Well, you know, for me as an Arab, we don't know the difference between brain and ass. So let it go, man. I mean, okay, for us, you ask me where the heart is, in the ass. This is why Arab, when they walk in the street, they look at the women ass, you know, because this is where the heart is for him. Like, where, you know, where is the heart, you know? So we are Arab. We have our own geography, our own geology, you know, we have our GPS. We are different. We are different species. This is why Allah, He said, we are the best in the world, man. What's wrong with you? We are the best in the world. You know, everybody, when they walk in the street, their eyes is up, except us. Our eyes in the butt of the women in front of us. We see nobody except them. Like this why the Muslim, when he said, Assalamu alaikum, may Allah butt you. Yeah. Anyway, we are happy to hear this news. Shall we finish for now? Guys, you want to hear more? Don't you have enough? What's wrong with you? What you think, you want Sinwar to die again? Okay, you know what? Let me call Netanyahu. I will tell him, let him go back, and then 2 hours from now announce again that, okay, you know what, Sinwar was alive, and now we just now killed him, and I will make a breaking news video and come back live on air, and you guys come back and you say, seriously, is he really dead? I say yes. And then 2 hours later, I will ask Netanyahu to say, no, he was not dead. But now we just killed him, and I go live again. We can keep playing this game, I think it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, look at the news here. Those Arab are going crazy. This guy, his name Salim Abbas. He is saying Allah, the blessing of Allah from Iraq, from Karbala, the holy Karbala. Those are Shia for Hezbollah. The funny is, Hezbollah was killing Hamas in Syria and support Hamas in Israel. You see the hypocrisy? So what they do, because Hamas served the purpose of Iran in Israel, but Hamas, the same organization, does not serve the purpose in Syria. So in Syria we kill them, in Iraq we kill them, but in Israel we support them. Yeah. This guy, his name is Ahmed Ali. He says in Lebanon, one party only can destroy Israel. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's true. Let us see. This guy is a Shimmeri. Shimmeri. This is the name of a tribe in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you see the picture with me. This guy, he put the flag of Saudi Arabia next to the flag of Israel. Do you see it? This is other Saudi. His name is Joker. He have the flag of Saudi Arabia too. Do you see it? The flag of Saudi Arabia and Israel. And even the Kaaba. Look, the Kaaba is here. Yeah, because the Sinwar used to insult Saudi Arabia. Hamas, they spit on them. They call them filthy. They accuse them. They say they are Jews, This guy, he said, Ahmed Salman, he says, you put the flag of Saudi Arabia with the flag of Israel, may Allah curse you. All right. Dr. Daniel Mohd, he says, this is the start of the computer. Kamumi, I don't know what he meant, and AI, the artificial intelligence, which is going to cause the death of anyone who is an enemy to Israel. Yeah. So there is many actually that are praising Saudi Israel, and for sure some they are supporting Sinwar. Somebody saying you are a great warrior. I hope 1 million will subscribe soon. Well, you need to tell people to come and join us, because people will not know about our channel if people don't share. Like, the the previous video I did yesterday, we have not even 20,000. Why? Because people don't share. People, they come here, they listen, they get entertainment, knowledge, etc. But they don't care. They don't even leave a comment. So if you want people really to join us and to grow, because it's not for me, even my YouTube here, like people cannot even make a donation, right? So this is not for my favor, it is for the favor of the truth. So if you care, share, invite your friends, tell them about what we do, so more people will join. Otherwise, there's no personal benefit for me if people subscribe or not. A channel with 1,000 or 1 million is going to be the same, because if it's not about quantity, it's about quality. If there's 1 million subscribers and none of them care for what you say, they just want to have some entertainment, so you don't really have a million. Maybe you have 100 of them, they care. The one who care is the one who count. The rest is just a number. It's like, you have a big family, but when you need them, nobody there. You know what I mean? I don't know if that happened to you. It happened to many people. So you have many friends. Like one day you want to move to different place. Like, who want to come and help me? I want to move my couch, my bed, my etc. Nobody there. Everybody is busy because simply they are not your friends. So they are your friends when you don't need them. For fun, maybe coming for a party, a cake, free food. But the second you need them, they don't know you. All right. We have Paul from South Africa saying he used to fear debating Muslims, but since he, watch our videos, and this is the benefit of learning here, because simply we give you the animation to fight the garbage of Islam. Right? It's not just, we are come here and we have good time and we have fun. No. Having fun is different story. We have fun, and in the same time, we have fun by defeating the devil. So I'm happy to see people learning and they are able to use what we share with them. And soon I'm going to start new channels. I'm just waiting to buy the right gadget in different languages, and I will use those gadgets to translate what I say to those languages. So I will make a channel in Indonesian, I told you, and maybe in Japanese, Korean, we will see, For sure, I will focus more on the Indonesian because this is the biggest Muslim country in the world. So I will use the AI, translation, so we can have a totally Indonesian channel, and people, they can call me and they can speak to me in Indonesian, and then I will receive automatic translation for what people say to me. So I think it's going to work. This way people, they can come and they hear me, not someone else adding subtitle, Very good. Masihi, he have my video in Uzbek subtitle. That's wonderful. Yeah, very good. Maybe people who speak Uzbek. Is Uzbek different, too much different from the Russian? I mean, it's different nation, but is it like mixed because they were controlled by the Russian? Or is totally different, the language we are talking about? Because what I know, most of those countries who used to be controlled by the Soviet Union, they are forced to speak Russian. All right. Gadget along, or it is gadget, like a device. So we will use AI to translate what I say, which means people, they have to hear the same thing twice maybe, but better than nothing, Still people, they can speak to me, they can ask me questions, and Yeah, you see, the Muslims are trying to put their influence in South Africa and Australia, and they have the money. And South Africa government now is obviously evil. They are uh, corrupt and they are racist. You know, I saw many video of their racism, and Qatar is obviously supporting this government by money. Can you make Portuguese? Yeah, I can because it's those you can choose any language you speak. So I can make videos in all languages using those things. But I want to see first how successful it is, you know. So first time we go live, we will make people maybe I will go here just in my channel here, and anyone who want to try speak a language, we can give it a try to see how successful it is. All right. Uh, oh, I'm doing my best to reach as many as I can. I stay here for many hours. I spend my day, my life. If I want to count how many years I spent of my life speaking about Islam and how many lives I was out drinking coffee or seeing people or meeting people, you will laugh. If I say maybe 95% of my, if I say 20 years, I'm not exaggerating. Uh, I don't go out. I don't go like you guys maybe go with the friends. You go dinner with the friends. Even in New Year evening, I stay here. Even Christmas time, I stay here. With you. So I spend all my time fighting this garbage. Same time, the Lord help us to bring a lot of people out of this garbage and become Christians. Like if you notice the guy yesterday, the one who called me yesterday, remember the Shia guy? This guy from Hezbollah. How many times he called me arguing with me? Remember him? Jafar? He left Islam just yesterday. He told us he left Islam, but still he is anti-Israel. So I hope soon he will listen to me more and he will be convinced that he is wrong about Israel. Right? No, I'm not talking about widget. I'm talking about Kudget. Kudget. What widget? Kudget. Guys, why you want to make it difficult for me? English is not my first language. Did you get my point? It's a device. Oh boy. You see why I'm not getting married? What if my wife, she speak good English and I'm sitting next to her? I say, honey, I want to kiss you. Said, you don't say kiss me like this. It have to be correctly in grammar. So by the time she fixed my grammar, I will become 70 years old and we'll never have babies. Especially if she is an English teacher or something, like what the heck? Leave me alone. Hey, honey, can we go to bed? No, you don't say bed. Not like that. Let me teach you. Look, okay, what about the bed? Let me teach you first, then we go to bed. Okay. Okay, honey, can we eat? Eat, not eat. No, you cannot eat no more because you need to correct your grammar. Okay, now I become skinny, more skinny, everyday skinny, and then I end skinny guy. And then the second I became skinny, she looked at me, she says, I don't need you, you are useless, I'm going to divorce you. Here we go. All of this because of the English. Thank you very much. All right, all right. True story, by the way. Uh, hmm. Not important, not important. Hamburger, Dumburger, Dumburger. It's speaking good. Like if I go live speaking Arabic, I am like 1,000 times better in debating Muslims in Arabic because it's my language. But thank God, even though my English is limited, still I'm able to do what I do. So imagine if I speak, very good English, what I can do. God is good, my friend. God is good. He used us in a good way because we willingly want him to use us for good. Uh, yeah, many good news today. Let me see if there's any new news so we can anything new. 2 minutes ago, Israel keeping US in the loop regarding apparent killing of Sinwar. Forget about Biden. This guy is not even, you don't even know his name. He will tell you who is Sinwar. If you call Biden, you say to him Sinwar is dead, he will say, who? Who's this guy? What's my name? Just leave the guy alone. You have a few weeks left. Uh, yeah. Actually, yesterday the IDF they released hostages. He is an Arab and he is a Muslim. They were able to release a hostages. He is a Muslim Arab kidnapped by Hamas. Yeah. Yeah, Arabic is not an easy language. For sure, we can. Our English is way easier. Many beautiful Indonesian girls getting crazy to learn Arabic. Only beautiful girls getting crazy to learn Arabic. What about the one who is not beautiful? They don't like Arabic? I know, that's weird. Only beautiful girls want to learn Arabic? No ugly girls? Okay, okay. All right. So I will make a channel talk only to beautiful, who's like this to learn Arabic. All right. Do you heard about this guy, Esmo Gold? No, I never heard of such a thing. Who is the guy? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, as long as we can deliver the message, the rest is not important. Let us see here. German unify your ship down, drone off Lebanon coast. IDF kills Hezbollah commander. I mean, how many commander you kill every day, huh? Yeah. Yeah, and this is in here in the news. The Israeli, they attack um, a storage, obviously in weapons sent by Iran to Syria. So they destroyed, they destroyed it. Look at this idiot, Macaroni. Macaroni, he claimed, he said to Netanyahu, oh, look like Netanyahu that say, he forgot that the United Nations is the one who made his country come to existence. This stupid idiot, he forgot that if this is the case, that means France itself never been exist before the United Nations exist. See how stupid they are? See how silly? Israel is thousands of years old, you donkey. Just disgusting creatures. Filthy. Yeah. Pager? No more pager. No way. They are explaining to you how they did the pager. So look what they did. You see, they are showing you how they did the pager manipulation, and they put the explosive. You see the picture? Let us click here. Yeah, this is how the pager process was done based on this picture here. Let us see here. PETN explosive. So they embedded it inside the battery. Very, very smart. Yeah, whoever came with this plan is genius. He is genius for sure. All right, guys, I'm not going to take you longer. I think we have enough for today. Uh, German, your first language? I speak German. I speak all languages. You know, German is one of the easiest. Like Aufschmacht, just put too many ish. The French is so easy. Just add lu before any word. Like lu, people, in the chat, lu, how are you? Merci, lu beaucoup, lu bye bye. That's it. You speak French. Very easy. I mean, in Arabic, just say Assalamu alaikum. That's all what you need. Like you see, there's a billion Muslims, they pray to Allah, don't even speak Arabic. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Ameen. Bye bye. Done. You speak Arabic now. Yeah. All languages so easy, man. Take it easy, You go to Bruce Lee, my friend, Bruce Lee. His real name is Bruce Lee, by the way. People, they know him as a Bruce Lee. But because I did beat him once and I put a lot of a bruise in his body. So since then I call him Bruce Lee for fun. People, they carry the name from me and they start calling him Bruce Lee. Stupid people anyway. So, he don't speak good Chinese, by the way. So when we fight together, we play, there's a game, it's called karate. You know karate? Like you move your legs like up and down, like, like whatever, crazy. And then you jump from building to building. If you watch Chinese movies, I mean, Chinese movies don't lie. The guy, he jumped 7 buildings. I thought the American, they lie with the spider guy. The Chinese, they beat everybody with jumping. I mean, the whole body is a jumper, The same as Joe Biden, he jumped with the dates. He claimed that his uncle was when? In the time of Holako? What? Anyway, true story. Anyway. Well, if we are in a time, if somebody can page you and kill you, get ready. Everything is possible. All right. I mean, deal with it. What you can do. Confirm that you are a human. Thank you very much. How we can confirm? Oh. I see his picture here. You see him in the ground, and the Israeli soldiers taking pictures and taking selfie with him. 12 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, nothing more new. All right. Indian movie hero can be resurrected. All movies, actually. American movies are the worst between movies when it's come to stupid scenery. But Indian movies are way fun. Like, the guy, he tell his girlfriend, let us meet secretly in the temple with nobody there. And then they go together and suddenly, there's 10,000 dancers behind them. And this is supposedly a secret meeting. It sounds like an Arab summit, they are meeting secretly to attack Israel. And the Israeli, they have a microphone in every corner, listening to everything. So this is a secret meeting, and only the boyfriend and the girlfriend who they are in love together there. Where those dancers coming from? And they are wearing the same clothing, moving the same move. It happened. It just happened. It's India, brother, India. Don't ask me. Moody, he made it happen. Yeah. Indian movies are out of touch when it comes to make sense. And I don't know why they call it Bollywood. What bully mean? What if they beat Sinwar with beef? Or he will come back, beat him with pork butter. If you beat him with pork, he will come back to life right away. Haram, haram, don't beat me with pork. He will wake up. Actually, once I think there was a movie for this guy with his name, Sylvester Stallone, something like that. So he was shot in the previous scene, I think in the right shoulder. And the second scene, looked like they changed the shirt, they changed maybe a day after, they forgot. So the second, right away, you will see it's in the left shoulder, and then they put the bandage there. Like, what happened? The guy was shot in the other side. Yeah, Rambo. Yeah, America. Welcome to America. Actually, once when I was in the army, they take you to watch movies, and the movie was about, I forgot the name of the movie. I'm sure many of you know it. Uh, about the Marines. They are doing like a special operation in Syria. So the Marines, they come to the beach and they landed there, brother. And 5 minutes after, they are in Damascus. So I told the major who was sitting next to me, I said to him, "Sir, do you know how far Damascus from the beach?" He said, "How far?" I said, "In Damascus, there is no beach. What is this?" There's no beach. What beach? Damascus, there's a beach. Since when? I mean, they just landed there and they go inside the Damascus. What's wrong with us? So the director who made the movie is mentally ill. This taking hashish. But nobody will check. Nobody will see. Nobody. Okay. Okay. Even the major he did not notice. There's no beach there. It's like saying Gaza. Gaza have a beach. Yeah. But it's like saying like going to Las Vegas. The Marines they go, they swim, brother, and they go in Las Vegas. Oh boy. Watched Red Sea diving. Actually, there was a series about a special unit of the IDF. I forgot the name. It was even in Amazon Prime. I don't know if you guys watch it. Very, very good. This unit. They go civilians between terrorists and they do what they need to do. How we can learn your accent? What do you mean learn my accent? You cannot learn that. I'm born with it. Oh, okay, hold on. You want to learn my accent, and then you want to learn my voice, and then you want to learn how I talk, and then I want to learn how I laugh. What is left for me? That's it. Nobody will listen to me. No, there's too many Christian friends. Yeah. Like I go, they say to me, "Where are you from?" I said, "From the state." He said, "No, no, where are you from?" I said, "From USA." I said, "No, no, where are you from?" Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, anyway, God is good. God is good. I want to learn how CP laugh. Just, laugh. I mean, all laughing is good as long as it is in the right time. CP come live in Israel? What do you mean? CP original, no one can copy him? No, if I get married, I can have 10 CP in Thursday. We are Arab. We are good in bedroom. That's why we are number one people in the world who buy Viagra. If you go check who is number one in the world who buy Viagra, you will not believe it. This is how good they are. They claim to be men. We are the men. Prophet Muhammad used to do boom boom to all his wives in 1 hour. 1 hour, brother? Why, he's a rabbit? I mean, what? His orgasm is 2 seconds? Like, what he do? What exactly is doing there? I mean, it's going to take more time. By the way, it says fi sa'a wahida, which means sa'a today is used as a word mean 1 hour. But in the time of Muhammad, there's no something called 60 minutes. No, it was between like 15 to 20. Like it's a short period, between 15 to 20 minutes. So imagine a guy having sex with 13 women between 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, by the time she take off her panty, his time is up. But anyway, Muhammad, he can't do that. He's prophet. He's so fast. He's so fast. He went to heaven, came back in a few hours. 7 heaven, all the way to Allah, to the bedroom of Allah. Even though the angels take them 1,000 years just to go and 1,000 years to come back, according to the Quran. But Muhammad was able to go there and come back and go to Jerusalem, stop by, make a prayer there, and see Isa there. Assalamu alaikum, Isa. How are you doing? Okay, step aside. I'm going to pray in front of her. Oh boy. No, the US troops, they will not do anything really. It's just to operate like THAAD missiles, defense missiles. That's all. They don't have really too much job in the war. It's just to defend the sky of Israel. Well, come to Indonesia. Indonesia is the last place I want to go to. You know, some Indonesian, they scared the hell of me. There was a woman, she was saying, Christian Prince, he is going to marry me. The other girl, she said, no, he's engaged to me. Other girl, she says, no, we have kids from together. So I'm really scared to go to Indonesia. I don't know what's wrong there, but something not right. Yeah. So already they scared the hell of me, and I will never go there. Trust me. If I go there, I don't know how many will be waiting for me in the airport. I will be kidnapped by this woman before Hezbollah there, before the Mujahideen. Nasrallah confirmed safe arrival. Sinwar. Yeah, Nasrallah is going to be in the reception room. You know? Yeah. In the reception room waiting for Sinwar. He will give him the coffin and he will lead the prayer on him, prepare him for the virgins. He will give him the manual. Like, do you know how to have sex with those virgins? Right? Come to India. Oh boy, if I go to India, what I will do? Right away, I will arrive in the airport. They will throw curry at me. You go to the restaurant. Once I was invited by a doctor. He's Indian, very nice guy, and his wife. He invited me. He keep inviting me, and I don't like really to go on. You know, I mean, I don't even like to eat in restaurant. But this guy, I felt like if I don't go, he would think because maybe he is Indian. I don't want him to feel bad. So I went, but I told him, please don't put spice. He said, little, little. I said, okay, little, huh? Little. He said, okay. So I went there, and I took the first bite. And he told his wife, he told her before we eat, you put little, huh? He said, little, little. Okay. So I took the first bite, and man, a volcano came in my head. He started talking to me. My voice is not coming. My voice is gone. You know, he would just little, little, little. And supposedly I told him, I like spicy, but the Indians don't eat spicy. They eat spice. There's a huge difference between the spicy and they eat the spice itself. So he would start talking to me. My voice is not coming. I said, yeah, water. I keep drink. I drank water. I did not eat. I spent the day drinking water. When I am in the door, he says, "You did not talk much." I said, "Yeah, I will later, you know, later." You want me to go to India, my friend? No way. What I will eat there? I will die from the first day. No, I don't speak. By the way, if I go to India, they will think I'm Indian. First of all, you do not speak Indian. First of all, my accent is not Indian. Zakir, Naik, you are not Indian, you are not Bangladesh, you are weird. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to say to you. All right. Go to Philadelphia, yeah, the zombie town. Before you die, you want to meet me? What about you meet me after you die? What's wrong with you? I mean, why you are rush? What's wrong with you? You can meet me later after you die, before you die. Is that a condition like before you die? Just after you die, okay? Just don't worry about it, you know? I will give you the address of Sinwar. We can meet there if you want. Uh, still my fluid is not totally gone. You can hear my cough, right? I hope I'm not offending anyone. You know, don't take it seriously. Like I really love everybody, and I don't make fun of people like from different country. I make fun of myself, as you know. Uh, but sometimes people get offended. I make fun of my look. I make fun of my English. I make fun. It's just you know. If you are confident or confidence, what kind of English is English anyway? Confident. So then making fun of yourself, it doesn't make any difference for you. But if you are not, you don't trust who you are not confident of yourself, then anything, can be painful for you. uh, so it's very important to learn how to be happy, make people around you happy, and and don't worry what people think about what you say. Just be happy, and as long you are not being evil, wicked, you don't mean to hurt people around you. All right. All right, guys, I think we have enough for today. Actually, I was saying I'm not going to go stay long. Can you believe it? Your testimony, I don't have any. I don't like this word. When people they speak about their testimony, I find it, for me, I don't fit there, because as if I am claiming to be a good person. I mean, I prefer not. I don't like to talk about myself much when it's come to this field, because I believe I don't deserve that word. I'm less than any of you. Maybe many of you have a better, relationship with God, and you are a better person, maybe more close, way more close. So for me, I am the last one to tell you such a thing about me. About me, I don't like even to mention that, because many times I go, like some people want to do an interview with me, they say, "Can you mention to us about your testimony?" I have nothing to say. What testimony? I don't have any. My work will witness for me, not my words. I prefer that. Good. The Lord, He says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their testimony. Uh, all right. Let us see. Yeah, I know that what testimony mean, what the Lord did to you, but when people they speak about themselves, it sounds like somebody trying to present himself that he is a good person. And I cannot really speak of that, because I'm far from stating any good about me. So, whoever I am, when I say from their fruit you shall know them, whatever fruit you saw of me, this is me. Good or bad, this is me. I do not need to talk about it. Right? I am, by the way, I was the best in my classroom. It's true that I was the only student. In fact, they found me from the whole school, even the whole country. But I was the best in the classroom. Mhm. Do the Jews, Israel, who are not Christians, are saved? Anyone who don't believe in Jesus is not saved. However, the Bible tells us that Israel have a plan. God have a plan for Israel. And if you go to Romans 11, it says it clearly that Israel will be saved. So salvation come only through Christ. It doesn't matter if you are a Jew or not. Even if you are a Christian just only by name, you will not be saved. Uh, Wearing a cross doesn't make you Christian. Calling yourself Christian doesn't make you Christian. So only Christ can save you, and there's no other way. Being a Jew, being anything, doesn't save you. All right? I am the way. I am the way, he said. I am the only way. All right. But remember, there's a lot of Jews who already are Christians, right? In fact, all the disciples of Jesus, they are Jews. Uh, I mean, who is the first who accepted the faith? The Jews. There's many, because they have agenda, they want you to hate the Jews. They want you to forget that you yourself, you receive your faith through messengers sent by the Messiah. He command them to go and teach you. You are the Gentile, you are the pagans. So we are not from the Jews, so we are the Gentile, the pagans. So if not the Messiah, he commanded his disciples, who they are, the Jews, to carry the word of God to us, we would not know him. So we should be grateful to the Christian Jews who brought the gospel of Jesus to us. And they paid heavily for that. If you go and read the life of every disciple, how they die, you will see how much suffering they have. Show the reference of the meaning of Palestine. You can just search in Google. You will find it means strangers, foreigners, migrant, people who they are not from here. So when they say Palestinian, when they say we are Palestinian, they are being stupid, because Palestinian mean they are not native to the land. And those are Arab. They are not even Palestinians. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. We are happy to hear this good news about this has come back. He is dead. I hope more of those cowards will be eliminated by the IDF. We pray for the IDF for more victory. They made my day. Actually, I'm very happy to see two good news. As I told you, they control a very important strategic town in south of Lebanon. Very important. This has happened just a few hours ago. And now we just heard the news confirming the death of this rat. And I hope more rats will be eliminated soon, so our good children can live and enjoy their life, and we don't struggle. They don't struggle the same we struggle with this garbage. So we pray and we work for the coming generations. Maybe we cannot destroy Islam today, but the process of destruction is happening, and more and more, and more people, they learn and they knew. Victory is coming, no question. And for sure, victory at the end of the day is from the Lord. The Lord, he says, and the Bible teaches us, if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? And this is why we say to the Jews in Israel, stay with the Lord and don't be liberal. Liberalism is your enemy. If there's a victory is given to you, because the Lord is giving you all the reasoning to be victorious. Otherwise, a small nation like Israel is no match. If the Lord is not with them, they are no match. But always they win, because obviously the Lord, he don't want them to lose. That the second the Lord, he wants you to lose, you are gone. And that for any nation. The same as what happened to the Persian, or the Assyrian. The Bible speak about destruction of Assyria, destroy, dismantle, is gone. Very powerful nation is gone. So when the Lord, he curse a nation, the nation is gone. You better keep yourself with the Lord so you can be blessed and you can be protected. And this is my advice to all of you. If you are against him, you are by your own. And when you are by your own, you are just one wolf between many, and they will eat you alive. But by his protection, we live, we survive, and we are victorious. In the other day, this was like a while ago actually. One of you, he sent me a message in Patreon, I don't know who. I think he sent me a message about Israel lost a few soldiers. I said, don't worry. We will win even when we lose. In fact, if you don't lose, you will never win, which means you have to always sacrifice, bring victory. Those who want to win, but they don't want to sacrifice anything, they don't deserve winning. They don't. In order to win, there's a lot of sacrifice that need to be done. Like now, the time we spend here, all this fight, why I want to be here? You know, I can go and watch a movie, enjoy my time, drink some tea or something, coffee. But sacrifice have to be first. It's the same when you go to work. Why you go to work? So you can feed your children, your family. So you sacrifice your time all day long serving people, you know, doing this, doing that, go there, etc., just to make little money, come back home, and then this sacrifice you did will bring you joy to your family, protection, food, supply, you know, health. So life, all of it is based on this. And if you are at war with enemy, satanic enemy, and you don't want to sacrifice, that means you will never, you will lose, because simply you are selfish. You prefer to live as a coward, and your selfishness is going to kill you. When we lose our freedom and we lose our faith and we lose everything, what is left for us to live for? Why you are attached too much to life when life have no meaning no more? So the Jews, they have, the Israeli and the Christians in Israel, and everybody who live in Israel, they have no choice except to sacrifice in order to have their freedom and to be living as a human. Otherwise, those people will enslave you. If you leave Israel, where do you go? Wherever you go, they will chase you. As you see, they are chasing you in America, chasing you in Europe. They are chasing you everywhere. So you better do what you need to do. Otherwise, whatever you got to, you know, like there's people who choose peace in exchange of shame. But those people, they never get peace, but they get the shame and the shame only. So don't do that to yourself. Peace in exchange of shame never was peace. It's not. Even your enemy will not respect you because simply you decide to become a coward. Your enemy will shame you, will chase you because now he knew that you are weak. You are a coward. So never exchange shame with peace. You can exchange peace with victory. And this is what Israel should do. So now they bring victory, and then the enemy will go down to their knee, begging for peace. And this is the only way you can protect yourself. And soon you will see how everybody will start begging Israel, please stop. Please, what do you want? Let us sit on the table. A few weeks ago, Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, was shouting, we will never let your citizen go back. Now they are begging for ceasefire. Few weeks from now, they will kiss in the shoes of the Israeli to make a deal. Just wait. Just have patience. When you lose, you win. You lose blood, but you win for your nation. And this is what the meaning of nation is about. That people who are one nation under God, they fight the devil and his companions so they can live in peace and respect. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I hope we have a good time and good news together. And I will see you soon again. I will try maybe to go live again tomorrow. Until then, God is good. So is Jesus. I mean to that. See ya.